Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and this is my channel Linda T70. Really good to have your company today. Thank you if you're a regular viewer and commenter. Always good to have your company, and if you are a new subscriber or you just haven't on my channel, really good to have you along as well. So I hope you stay and watch more of my videos. My channel is mainly, I don't really say this very often, I suppose I should say it every time, but my channel is, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's aimed for anyone in particular, but I am plus size, I am 71 years old, and what else is there about me? I do sort of lifestyle, clothing, shopping, just bits and pieces, and I think I don't really take anything too seriously, but we do like to have a conversation on this channel, and we like a little bit of you know, we'll have a subject and then you're very welcome to give me your views or your thoughts on it. So, but they're very random, so you know, it's hopefully you'll enjoy what you see. So today, having said all that, I can't really, I've been trying to think of a sort of a nub of for the video today, you know, as in something specifically to talk about, because I thought to myself, if those people have to listen to me talk about Christmas one more time, they will be throwing themselves off the, you know, off the subscription count like lemmings. They'll all be unsubscribing to me. But it's inevitable, really, isn't it, this time of year? It's in everybody's. We are now at the, I think we're the 18th of November, and we're all kind of getting into the zone. Well, most of us anyway, especially if you are someone who has quite a lot of planning and arranging to do and buying for Christmas time, which I would say probably the majority of us do. A lot of you, as I always like to sort of say at the beginning of any videos when I talk about Christmas, I appreciate that not everyone is involved with Christmas, in some because it's just not their thing, some people because of sadness, and other people because of their beliefs, and you know, everybody is you know, I don't want to not include anyone, but I do appreciate that it's not everybody's thing, and but I happen to like it, so and I kind of get into the spirit of it. So anyway, today I have got a Christmas decoration to show you if you're interested. Of course, if you're not, you can fast forward through that bit or perhaps not watch my video. Just one thing that I've bought. I've also got, I've told you that I'm going to Cologne in a few weeks' time, probably about a bit less than a month now, and I've bought a few jumpers. I don't need many, I'm only going for a couple of days, so I don't need loads of stuff. They arrived, I got those from Matalan, they arrived last week, and I think I said at the end of my last video I'll show you those on this video. But on the subject of Christmas, me and current husband, we went out yesterday to do a bit of Christmas shopping together, because it's, I mean, he could do without, well, I could do without Christmas shopping, really. Shopping isn't, believe it or not, isn't my favourite thing by a long stretch, and I suppose you think to yourself, well, why are you sitting on, are you doing a YouTube channel if you don't even like doing these things? But it depends, doesn't it? It depends what you have to, what you're buying for. I'm not one of these people that just wanders around the shops aimlessly. I need a purpose to go out. I either need, you know, if I need to buy some shoes or a dress, or I need whatever, or a present for somebody. But of course, at the moment, it's all, everyone's heading down to the shops to get their Christmas presents, aren't they? And we're no different. So we went out on Saturday, the two of us, and honest to God, I think we went in maybe 3 shops, and frankly I'd had enough. The shops were shops that you went, you know, you were in and you wandered around. It's not like I just went in one quickly and then came out. I went into Next, and we went into Flying Tiger, and did we go in, where else did we go? We went in somewhere before Next, I believe. It'll come to me. It doesn't matter anyway. You don't really care, do you? And I don't know if anyone's the same as me, but when it comes to Christmas, so you have the WhatsApp group message goes out, doesn't it, a few weeks before Christmas to all the mums of the grandchildren, if you've got grandchildren that you've got, or if you don't, the whoever you're buying for. But I do a message where I include all the mums and say, what can I buy your children for Christmas? I've said this before and I will repeat it. I grew up with parents who, not so much when I was little. I mean, they were good parents, and don't get me wrong, and they were quite thoughtful in a lot of ways. And like parents of children that were born in the 1950s, nobody really had a great deal of money. There wasn't the excess there is now. No one had a credit card. Anyone that's watching me, if you're around my age, you'll know from your own parents and possibly your own experiences that with your children, that there just wasn't the inexhaustible supply of stuff for children that there is now. And you kind of say to yourself, right, well, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just going to buy them an orange and and a candy cane or something, and that'll be it. But of course we fall into the trap. And I do this thing every year where I start buying things, and I'm very good. I get what I'm asked to get. I try not to, I don't veer off of that, because sorry, I jumped ahead of myself, but I was going to say, for part of my life I used to have presents from my parents that were just not what I wanted. It was only really your parents bought your Christmas presents when I was little. I don't remember getting presents off of aunties and uncles or friends' parents or anything like that. It just tended to well, of course, Father Christmas, but it was mainly your parents that bought things. But of course now we've got a wider, but just different, isn't it? We've got a wider, broader selection of people that we seem to buy for, and then we've all got, not all of us, but a lot of us got blended families, so you're buying for people that for the first part of your life you didn't even know. And it's strange, and so because I used to sometimes get disappointing things from my parents probably as a young adult and an adult rather than a small child, because toys are toys when you're a child. I'm a bit cautious of what I buy, and I really need the approval of the parent before I go down any route, because if the child doesn't like it, they probably wouldn't say much, they'd just throw it. But you don't want to see the look of disappointment on their parents' faces, do you? So anyway, I had most people came back with some ideas of what to get their children, but I do this every single year, and I'm sure I will do it again this year, that I buy things and I write them on a list of what I've got, and I think yeah, and then when I get them out to wrap them, like 2 days before Christmas or something, I think, well, that doesn't look fair. That doesn't look fair. I've spent probably roughly the same. Well, I keep saying I mean we, me and current husband, have spent roughly the same amount of money on these young people, but something might not look like it is. That maybe there's only 2 things for one and the other one's got 4 things. And although it's ridiculous really, because these children aren't all necessarily opening presents together in one go, and I don't suppose they actually sit and look and think, do they? Do they sit and look at each other and think, well, she's got more than me or he's got more than me? So anyway, then it's the last minute thing, getting onto the Argos website to see if you can get something just to make it look like that's a bit more. And I think, why'd you do this, Linda? It's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to try and avoid that. We are now getting to the stage where a couple of our grandchildren are a bit older now, or I think there's probably 3 or 4 of them we might just give money to, and that's fine with their parents, and they can buy what they want then, can't they? But the contingent that still believe in the man in the red suit, you have to kind of go along with all that, don't you? And then you think, oh well, what if they notice that the wrapping paper is the same wrapping paper that you know, is in our house, and it should be from Father Christmas, and he wouldn't have the same wrapping paper. I mean, you drive yourself nuts, don't you? But anyway, yeah, so I don't know if any of the rest of you do that sort of last minute dash to the shops and to get something else, or make it up with sweets or something like that, but I'm just terrible for that. And yeah, the money you spent, I mean, you don't begrudge it, do you? But I don't know. And then of course, you know, we've got a little grandchild who's got a birthday a few days after Christmas as well, and I keep thinking, don't forget about him, don't forget about him. And then what can you buy the one that's just after Christmas? I mean, you've already got a pile of stuff. It's it's all a bit much, really, isn't it? Anywho, hope you all had a good weekend. What did we do? So apart from the Christmas shopping, oh yeah, with a view to the Christmas decorating, I got it into my brain. You know, I've shown you a picture of my garden. If you're a regular viewer, you will know what I'm talking about. If not, you either won't care, or you can look back on one of my previous videos. I did a garden tidy up, and I put some pots in the middle of the grass in the back garden, and I suddenly got this idea, I don't really know where it came from, last week, about buying like is it an arbor they call it, you know, like an arch thing. You just buy them cheap from the garden centre or whatever, and I thought, oh, I could put something around, you know, around these pots, and I could put some lights and garlands, I don't know really what on. So anyway, I duly got onto Amazon and bought one of those. I know, Amazon, sorry. And current husband put that up in the garden for me, so that's something that I keep looking at it thinking, I don't really know what to do with this, but I'll probably think of something. And so he did that, and as I say, we did the Christmas shopping, and then we just came home and just and I've still been Christmas shopping today. So my list is doing nicely, but then there are a few other people to buy some bits for, but our list is mercifully short. One of my daughters has got a partner who's got quite a big family, and she ends up having to buy, I mean, and actually her sister's the same as well. She's got another, you know, your boyfriend or your partner's family, or your girlfriend, or whoever it may be. It's all, you know, more people to buy for. I mean, personally, I don't, you know, I keep saying, well, just tell them you'll do a Secret Santa or something, but you know, they end up buying 50 presents, and I don't know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know where we all started to do this, you're buying presents for everybody, because I can't be the only one whose parents only really bought for me and my sister, and presumably for each other. I don't know, I didn't really give it much thought when I was a child. You don't, do you? Just think, you know, Santa's bin, and that's it. Anyway, that's enough waffling on about nothing really. I'm going to show you this thing I bought from Matalan. I sent off their jumpers, and I saw it in the store the other week when I went in and had a disappointing walk round the store, and I thought, do I like that or not? And I want something for my table. I'm not really one of these people, my dining table, I'm not really one of these people that does all these elaborate tablescapes, they call them now, don't they? We've got new words for everything, haven't we? Everything's got a kind of a proper title now. So you don't just put some flowers or ornaments on a table, you have a tablescape. But I don't really do that. I do like something on the table, but then if you have a big old tablescape, when you're using the table for what you're meant to, like eating, it's in the way, isn't it? And you've got no room for anything else. But anyway, I bought this thing, this lantern thing. Now, prepared to be dazzled because it lights up. Ooh, I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Probably slightly better than it looks on camera. £25, I'm a bit mad, aren't I? But I quite like this. Quite like the thing it's in. And this could be added to. I'm not really sure what colours I'm... Oh, sorry, it's not very good showing you that, is it? Hang on, let's turn this down a bit. So I thought this was quite pretty, and I thought I could always glue some other bits in if I wanted to. You might be thinking, why did you pay 25 quid for something, Linda, when you're going to add to it? But anyway, we'll see. Maybe I won't. I thought this was a bit rubbish, though. Oh, dear. This thing just sits in it and it's a bit wonky, so you've got the battery pack thing underneath. So but anyway, I thought I quite liked it, so I bought it. Now I know a lot of you have said to me, and I repeat this, I've said it before, when I got rid of all my Christmas stuff, I said to you, I did say, just because I'm getting rid of lots of it, it doesn't mean to say I'm not going to buy anything else if I like it. So that's why I feel that it's okay to do so. It's not that I was trying to get rid of anything Christmas. It's just that I was trying to get rid of a lot of the stuff that I was either sick to death of, or I didn't need it anymore, or there was just too much of it. I know it doesn't sound like it makes sense getting rid of stuff and then buying more, but in my brain I can justify it. I'll show you the jumpers I bought. So the first one, I suppose I might as well try them on at the end and show you, but just so you can see. This was £18. These are all from Matalan. There's 3 of them. So I think I've bought 5 new jumpers for the winter now. So that's absolutely fine. That would see me through. I was actually thinking about, that was the other thing I was going to say to you. When I went into town yesterday, it was Sunday, we went shopping. Did I say it was Saturday? I lied, it was Sunday. I went into yours, which is my go-to shop in the town where I live, Watford, because it's one of the only, well, it's the only plus size shop in town. And I didn't really fancy schlepping around Marks and Spencer's. So anyway, and I had a look round and I thought, oh, maybe Christmas top. But I couldn't find anything. I couldn't see anything I liked. I just had a quick scan. Nothing that grabbed me at all. So I keep saying to you I'm going to do a clothing haul, and I will, just as soon as I can find something I want to actually, because I don't just send off for things and just for the sake of it. I have done that, and then you have to send it all back, but I don't really like doing that because it's just a waste of everything, really. It's a way, and you have to wait a while for your refund to come through and whatnot. So mostly it's stuff that I'm actually interested in keeping, whether it fits or not when I get it home and try it on, or whether you might like it. It's a different matter, but I'm still intending to do a shop, a clothing shop, and show you. So as soon as I find some stuff, I was also thinking, because we all go mad for a Christmas dress or a Christmas top, don't we? And I've got a couple of tops that I've had for a while now. And I don't know, I'm just thinking, if I don't see anything, because I think there's a bit of pressure on yourself, isn't there, to buy things sometimes, to find something new for Christmas or something different. And we all know about the disaster with my sequin top last year that I was wearing. I loved that top, but I just couldn't wear it because all the sequins kept catching on everything. And I was walking around like this, and I had to say to somebody, can you just unhook my sequins for me? It was highly embarrassing and highly ridiculous. I had to change. As soon as I got home, I had to take that off and change into something else. But I've got a couple of other sort of they're not glitzy, sort of a bit more jazzy tops, which if I don't find anything else, I'll just wear those at Christmas. We're going out for lunch on Christmas Day, so no one's going to see the bottom bit of me anyway. So anyway, so if I find something, I will get it and I will show you. I'm living in hope that I might still find some stuff. Right, the first jumper is a black, it's a V-neck. I know it's difficult to see with black tops, isn't it? Black clothes. £18. I got this in a size, it's just large. I don't know if it would be large enough. This is the Papaya brand. It looks to me like it should be long enough, just about, for me to cover up all those, you know, bits you don't really want other people to see or notice. So, and it's that nice, it's nice and soft. I don't know whether it will peel, probably, but you know, what can you expect for £18? The top is not the top, the front is slightly longer than the back. Yeah, so I shall show you that in a minute. The second one I got was, this is extra large. As I say, I'm not really sure about their sizing. Those two jumpers I bought, was it last week or the week before? I don't know what size they were, but they seem to fit all right. This is extra large. Oh, it's Cozy Club. £15, and it's kind of beige with a round neck. I know, round neck, but what can you do? It's got like a seam detail in the front. Hold on. Can you just about see? See out my nose when I do this, can't you? Sorry. That looks like a nice, especially if we're in Germany, and I don't know, it just seems like it's going to be colder there than it is here. Probably isn't, probably the same. Mind you, we're expecting some cold weather this week, I think. We'll be moaning about that, won't we? Kind of got a dropped shoulder. What more can I say about it? But I thought it looked quite nice. You can get a t-shirt or something underneath that if you want to. That's £15 if you didn't already see from the big old label on the front. And the last one is, this is, that's Papaya as well. So's this. This is extra large, like that one is. And it's a, hold on. Hang on a minute there. So it's got a sort of zippy collar thing, which I don't know what it looked like on, but it unzips to there, which I quite like, because in that case it's kind of V-neck really, isn't it? Look, it feels nice and soft. These two feel nice, and this one feels quite thick. Again, I suppose it's related to that one really, because it's got a seam at the front. And long sleeves. I think the top might be slightly, I keep saying top. The front is slightly longer than the back, but I don't know if that'll translate. Probably it will look no longer on the back to me, because I stick out at the back. This one's £22. This is called Campus Heritage. So this was Cozy Club, Campus Heritage, and no one's bothered to give the black one a, oh yeah, knitwear shop. So yeah, I thought they'd be quite nice. Again, it might peel, I don't know, but I mean, to be fair, it's not like, you know, I need jumpers for special occasions or anything. These are going to be, I'm going to try and save them until I go away, because it's nice to have something new to wear when you go away. Yeah, they'll be, even if they peel a bit, they'll be all right for wearing around the house for the rest of the winter. So we'll try these on, and I will show you, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, this is the, well, obviously the one with the zip at the front. It's all right. I think I'm probably a bit fat for it round here, but it's quite comfortable. Covers the top of my legs. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's all right. Sleeves are a decent length. I think that'll suit me fairly well for what I need it for. Yeah, let me know what you think. You can, well, if you wanted to zip it up here, I suppose if you're out in a gale or something. Right, let's try the next one on. Not sure if this camera's a bit wonky, sorry if it is. Right, this is the beige one. Let's just move you down a bit. Fine, I think. Just, I mean, what can you say about it? I tend to wear sort of little scarves and things, so I think a little scarf will help with this one. So, yeah, I think it's fine. Cuffs, sleeves are a good length. I don't know if this is the wildly most flattering angle for me. Perhaps I might move my camera down for the next one. So I'll show you the black one. Right, this is the last one, and I think we're in dangerous territory here. I think this bit's okay. And it feels nice. Sleeves are a good length, but it's a little bit short at the front. It's not great at the back, but it's not too bad. I remember when I saw it, I thought, oh, maybe that might look quite nice with a skirt, a long skirt, because I do have a skirt that sometimes I wear, but I wouldn't wear normally in the winter because skirts are a sort of summer thing to me. But anyway, I'll show you this bit. Sorry about this creaky thing. I'll have to put some WD-40 on it. So it kind of comes to there, so it's a bit, probably would look a bit better with jeans than this, but I don't think I'll look much better at it whichever way. But I think it's all right. I'll keep it. It's only 18 quid and it'll do for a little black jumper. I don't think I've got any black jumpers. I've got one black jumper, I think. Yeah, I don't wear a lot of black really, do I, apart from my trousers and leggings and things. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, you don't really want to talk into the chest. So, there we go. So that's that. I know you will. Let me know what you think. I'll probably keep them anyway because it's too much effort to send them back, and they're adequate for what I want. They're like all the other things that I've seen lately. Nothing's really setting me on fire, but I thought I didn't think these were too bad. I think that's probably everything for today. It's all been a bit weird today, hasn't it? I've not really had a sort of a conversation piece for you. But having said that, I just wanted to mention somebody before I go today. It's another channel, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned her before. But there's a lady who subscribes to me. Well, I think she must subscribe to me. She watches me and she comments on my videos, called Debs, and her channel is called Gigiongower because she comes from, is it the Gower Peninsula? It's part of Wales anyway. And I've been watching her videos for a few weeks now. I think she's probably done about 20. And she doesn't seem to be getting a great deal of views and subscribers just yet. And I think maybe she just needs a break because she's very nice to listen to. She talks about, well, she's just done a Christmas video, as in what her family does for Christmas and what, you know, how they spend their day, what they do leading up to the big day and everything. And that's always quite interesting, I think, knowing how other people do things. She's done, you know, I don't think she does things like, I haven't seen her do things like shopping hauls or anything like that, but she just chats to you about things, and she does show you things. She shows you around her home and talks about her life, and she seems to be quite an outdoorsy lady. So if you haven't noticed her channel come up, I mean, it must be quite a new channel if she's only done about 20 videos. So and it's nice to give everybody a look, isn't it? And if we can help get Deb's channel with a few more subscribers. A lot of you might already watch her, I don't know, but I thought it's nice if you get a little bit of a leg up when you're new. People did that for me, which was lovely, and they still do on occasion, so that's really kind. I do really appreciate it. Yeah, so give Gigiongower. So it's Gigi on and then Gower, Gower. So if you've got time to give her a little look and see what you think, and I'm sure she'd appreciate it, and say hello to her. So thank you so much for watching today. I'm sorry, like I say, it's been a bit of a funny old video really. If it's really bad and when I watch it back, I'll I'll delete it and start again. But I hope to see you again on Friday. I will try and think of something a bit more meaty for you, a bit of meat. We like a bit of meat, don't we? So you take care. See you all soon. Bye bye for now.